We're not going to show her pee-peeing, man. I knew she had to go potty. It's nice and cool tonight. Hopefully, it's beginning to cool down. What up, Shandy? Been very hot in LA. Even at night. Uh-oh, Lois is going potty again. See, I know my dog. Okay. My set last night was amazing. Because my Vagos charity event was awesome. And believe me, it's a tough fucking room. You're in a room with about 200 outlaw bikers that don't really know me. So, i.e., it's definitely the toughest crowd, but they like me because, you know, I talk a lot of shit back to them. I show no fear. Like this one guy was heckling me, and hey, do you guys have a permit?
Huh?
Do you have a permit?
Oh no, you need a permit right here?
Yeah, the ticket person's right there.
Oh.
So.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I just saved those guys about $400 because they not only ticket, but they tow. What's up, bro? It's too hot to wear the Blackhawk jersey. Feels finally it's cooler.
Yeah, it's cooler right now.
Come on, buddy. Have a good night, man.
Yeah, bro.
We'll cut across here. There's always something interesting going on in this fucking alley. So yeah, the Vagos thing, you know, it was about an hour raffle, and that put me in a really good mood. And so then I went to the Comedy Store and had to follow Sam Tripoli, who was doing very well. So all in all, a good night. And then that's about it, to be honest with you. Relatively normal night. Let's see, where should we go? There's probably too many people. Let's jaywalk across the alley. I mean, that alley was pretty tame, Kip, tonight. Usually, the freakazoids are out. Gino Bisconte. Interesting. I get along with Gino. I mean, I couldn't air the one episode of the Comedy Store podcast he was on when he dropped a hard N-bomb during the pandemic. I mean, one day, probably someone like Godfrey or some like militant black comic is gonna kick his ass. But I get along with Gino. He's cool. Right now we're just taking Lois for a walk. It's been so hot today. Really, the last 5 days, I would say the average has been about 90, 95, and humid, man. Miami style. So, even at night, it's been hot. So, Lois don't like to walk when it's really hot and when it's raining. So I might get her I love Mr. Perfect. I mean, a great technical wrestler. And maybe the greatest promo ever when he was with, I don't know who the quarterback was. It was a black quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings. Might have been Randall Cunningham, although this guy looked a lot bigger, more muscular. And Mr. Perfect threw a football at like the 10-yard line, and then they spliced it together, and 10 seconds later he's at the opposite 10-yard line and he catches the football. I love that shit. Let's see here. Lois, we're not done yet. Let me see. Let's see what I should do here. We'll keep it walking. It's about 1 a.m. in Los Angeles, and I would say it's about 65 degrees out. Nice and cool. Not much of a wind, but cool nonetheless. Yes, maybe it was. Yes, you might be right on that. It might have been Culpeper. And it's so funny. I don't know what you would look at up on YouTube. Maybe the perfect promo. And it's just really funny. And even Culpeper, or whoever it was, I mean, it had to be either Culpeper or Randall Cunningham, was pretty funny in it. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little out of breath just because, just walking up that hill, I knew she had to go pee again. It doesn't, I don't know what it looks like to you guys, but it is kind of a steep climb. but I can tell she's in a good mood. She's gonna be in an even better mood when I get her shaved. I mean, it was so hot today when I was walking her. She actually walked towards the sprinklers, and she hates water. Well, I didn't walk on the boulevard because I'm sure Gino would love that, but hold on.
Daniel said that he would let you go to.
But there's a few bars on the boulevard where, let's just say Sunday night is urban night, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And it just gets a little too nutty for Lois, especially at night. She can't see that well. And yeah, it's Newport Sundays, if you know what I'm saying. Chocolate Sundays is kind of a scam. That's the, hold on, I'm gonna feed Lois real fast to give you guys a shot of the food. Be cool, Lois, be cool. Then give her a little melatonin. Lois, be cool, be cool, be cool. Let's get me some water, some water. Thank you very much. Let's get the lighting perfected. It is bright, and that's a screensaver. You should see it when like the TV's on like a hockey game or something. Then it's really bright, if you know what I'm saying. See if we can find that Mr. Perfect promo. Yeah, is that real, that Rampage thing? I can't tell if that's a work or, I mean, I do find it funny that that came out the day of an AEW pay-per-view. Yes, it is hot. Interesting. Very interesting. I mean, it doesn't, I mean, I don't follow that wrestling league, to be honest with you, so it seemed like a minor league. I mean, you know, that's the thing with pro wrestling. Hold on. Perfect. Wait, Kip, what did you post? The, let's see here. This is where I wish I had a producer. Let's, I can, you know, we're gonna see if we can, oh, the Mr. Perfect vignettes. Can I show those, or will WWE dang me? See, I've never seen the golf one. Where's the football one? Oh, they don't show the football one. That's the funny one. Hold on. Yeah, here we go. Oh, here we go. I mean, you know, we're gonna. Oh, it's Steve Jordan. My bad. I thought it was a quarterback. Okay, so I'm gonna show this clip, and you know, if we get dinged, we get dinged. There we go. So. Okay, you guys ready? Well, I'll make sure it's a respectable level. Yeah, but was it real? I'm gonna guess that shit was a work. All right, here we go.
Of the Minnesota Vikings. Some people say that Warren Moon is a great passer. Around these parts, they say that Fran Tarkenton is the greatest. I want to introduce you to the perfect passer.
That's right. I am the perfect passer. And I understand you're the perfect tight end. What's your favorite route?
That would be the tight end option route. You know the one.
Got it. Set.
Great pass. I tell you, this guy is a perfect passer.
Well, thank you, Steve. But you haven't seen anything yet. Watch this.
Yes.
Wow, did you see that? What a throw, what a catch. That was unbelievable.
No. That was perfect.
All right. We'll see if we can avoid the WWE hit team on that one. I mean, they are quite aggressive when copyright is involved, but you know what? I don't get very many, if any, channel strikes. So, yeah, I don't know if that... let me... let's watch this Raha Jackson video. I haven't really... I mean, I've seen... yeah, I mean, he almost got through a fucking got thrown through an airplane door. So let's, I mean, can you imagine pranking Brock Lesnar? Jesus. How do you spell his name? R-A-J-A? Yeah, Raha Jackson shows up right away. I mean, I can't believe. All right, 4 minutes and 3 seconds. I haven't seen this yet. So we're gonna watch it together. I'm turning into a clip show. The fuck? All right, so let's,
Rampage Jackson's son, Raja Jackson, just got into serious trouble, and what he did was frankly disgusting. So he's just supposed to do a simple wrestling skit. You're just supposed to body slam the guy in front of him and pull some of his punches. JMC slams him down and instantly knocks out the guy. And instead of pulling his punches, he just starts knocking him out, throwing haymakers non-stop until the guy starts bleeding. And you can see the wrestlers behind their shop. I'm not too sure whether this is part of the entertainment. Look at the guy in the back. They just all start coming up, grabbing him, pulling him away from the knocked out wrestler. You can see it's like bleeding from the corner of his head. Yeah, so it's a really shocking scene to see. Yeah, they had to crowd him and pin him into the corner just to stop him. And it seems like the only reason why he went all out on the wrestler was because the same wrestler made fun of him earlier on. Here's the clip.
What, you don't know me?
Hell no. Yeah.
Hey, I think that's what. Oh, you. He's not a fucking worker, bro.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
You don't sell it?
Yeah. Bro. What the fuck was that? Hold on. I don't play that shit, bro. No, I was fucking
We're
up,
good.
bro.
I know you will. We're good.
I was fucked. But it turns out that the dude fully apologized after the confrontation and even asked Raja if he would like a fake angle in the wrestling match. I'm pretty sure.
I didn't know. I thought you stayed with the camera. I get it. We're gonna work it out. Well, he's gonna come out on your mat. So I know you keep thinking we're working. We're always working.
I get it. Yeah. I get it now. Now you
know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're always working. So we'll set it up. I'll have him come out during your mat so we can fucking seal the whole thing. And we'll make something out of it. You know what I'm saying? Alright.
And the reason why he suddenly acted out was because he was tired of everyone treating him like shit. Everybody fucking playing with me and shit. Think I'm always playing and shit. Call me bitch and shit. Not no fucking bitch, bro. At the end of the day, I'm gonna stand up for my fucking self because I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me, bro. Real shit. Now, Raja is banned on kick, but it seems like the kick ban might be the least of his worries, as he was later told that the wrestler he had attacked had just flatlined and still hadn't woken up. Hello? Shit pissed me off though, Andre.
Damn.
My bad.
My bad.
I'll call you back later. Upon hearing that, Raja decided to immediately end the stream. So here's a clip of Rampage Jackson reacting to the news. You can see the disbelief in his face when he hears it.
I saw him like they're getting arrested or something. I saw a guy in the fight had a pole yesterday. On this train. I'll be back there. I'm gonna go find out. I'm gonna go to the mic.
He left almost immediately trying to find out what exactly his son had just done. So the situation is still developing, and if the reports are true, this could go way beyond a kick ban. We are talking lawsuits, jail time, and maybe even worse. This was just not a wrestling skit gone wrong. This was low-key attempted murder. So yeah, like and subscribe if you want any updates to this story as it unfolds. And hey, if you have any thoughts on the situation, don't forget to drop a comment. Thanks for watching.
Let me see if I can get an uncensored. My bad. I've met Rampage before. Oh man, Rampage wrestling fighting full stream. I'm not gonna watch an hour and 45 minute stream, but let's see if we can get to the nitty gritty here. Okay, this should be. Oh wait, hold on. Here we go. I'm just cutting through a lot of the bullshit. Okay, here we go. This might be unedited. Okay. All right, so turn up the all right, there he is in the crowd.
Watch what I'm about to do. As soon as they tell me to go, I'm going. Watch. I'm not picking up the dude. Watch. Yeah, that's him. Watch.
Yeah, hit the like and subscribe button.
Watch what I'm about to do.
Let's see how it looks when I do this.
Ain't no script, bro. It's not gonna be scripted. I'm telling you that right now. I promise you.
100%. These aren't even jobbers, man.
But I will tell you guys this. They told me to hit him and just leave. Somebody will pull me off of him and leave. I'm telling you. I'm gonna hit him as many times as I can. Watch. 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 They should have had me in there already. Alright, bet.
Can you imagine doing this for, like, these guys are probably getting $100.
Watch. I'm not gonna fake it. Exactly. They don't want me. They don't want me in there for real because I'm not gonna fake it. Watch.
Oh, it's almost over.
And then as soon as I do it, I'm doing
It's about to happen right now. Is that Don Callis? All right, there's the guy. This guy right here. All right, here comes the manager interfering. He's right there. Oh, here we go. Damn. I mean, he's pretty tough. He's fighting off every guy. Okay, so here's a little closer. I mean, I counted 21 punches thrown, and I would say at least 15 landed. Probably another 2 to 3 were grazing, and maybe about 3 to 4 missed. So, from a professional MMA fighter, I mean, I don't know what league this guy fights in, but I mean, and I think, if you go back and watch the body slam, I think he hit his head on the canvas. Oh, 23? It might be 23. I thought I counted 21. There was definitely a few that missed, so, I guess it depends on what you consider a punch or whatever. I mean, this guy's got a nice lawsuit on his hand. And the crazy thing is that, Rampage Jackson probably doesn't have that much money. They're going to go after him, not this guy. So, let's see. We'll see what happens. I mean, well, the wrestler, he probably is looking at suing the company, and that, it's an independent company. They got no fucking money. Suing, I mean, a good lawyer would probably say, hey, you could sue the ref for not stopping it. You could sue Rampage Jackson. You could sue, obviously, Raha. You could sue the building. Like, you could, I mean, this is a lawyer's wet dream, this case. So, should be interesting. I mean, that, you could spin it, the lawyer probably goes to Rampage Jackson and goes, hey, we want $1 million or we're going to file attempted murder charges. Your son is technically a lethal weapon, so I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens, I guess. Interesting. I didn't know Booker T. Interesting. I mean, you could probably sue Booker T. Now, Jackson's lawyer is going to be like, hey, they didn't tell him to hold back. He doesn't know it's fake. It kind of reminds me of when Nikita Koloff was in a program with Magnum TA. And they're doing they're doing the not the autograph, but the signing for the match, and Magnum TA's mom didn't know that wrestling, was a work. She thought it was real. So she thought Nikita Koloff was really from Russia. And, so she starts crying when Nikita Koloff attacks her son. This guy might not have known wrestling's fake, So, I mean, I mean, there's so many ways you could there's so many people you could sue in this case. You could sue the building. You could sue. I mean, I knew what's worse than that beating or anything. Well, by the way, Chicken Man Brennan, I saw the legendary David Taylor last night at the Comedy Store. Yeah, Arn Anderson was like in his 30s in the 80s. I thought he was like 50. Can you imagine him and Sid fighting with the scissors? Can you imagine a fucking drunk Arn Anderson fighting a roided out Sid Vicious? The story Yelp reviews. The best story Yelp review is the one where the guy outed Berger for stealing toilet paper. And trying to sell weed in the bathroom. It's so funny. Well, I mean, you know, but this kid, he probably doesn't watch wrestling, and he's probably trained in MMA. So, I mean, you can tell he definitely knows how to fight. I mean, it took like fucking 7 wrestlers to stop him. Well, you never know with that Sid and Arnie Anderson story. Although I did see a interview with Sid where his version makes the most sense. Like they were drinking, they got into an argument. Sid knocked on his door. Arn tried to stab him. You know, I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, and then you add in the added, you know, info that Vader was there, and you know he probably had a few pops in him. I mean, do you know how much booze these guys must have had to drink to get like a little ripped? So you've got, I mean, Arn Anderson was a pretty big guy, and he's the smallest guy in this story. So I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens with the Raha Jackson case. I mean, I didn't know Booker T and Rikishi were involved in the Federation. So, I mean, this could be, you know, it might, in a weird way, make this guy's life, you know, if you think about it, you know. Yeah, he took some shots, and, I mean, this guy could get a few million if he gets the right lawyer. Now, I'm going to guess this guy is not going to get the right lawyer. I'm assuming anyone wrestling in this, I didn't see a lot of names in that ring, you know. Like GCW, you know, I've seen Speedball Mike Bailey in GCW. I've seen, I mean, even the Nemeth brothers I've seen in GCW. So this looked like a real rinky-dink organization. Because they weren't testing in the 80s. I mean, look at, you think the Ultimate Warrior was big when he was the champion? Look him up when him and Sting were the Blade Runners. Holy fuck. I mean, Sting said Warrior was 285 and ripped. And Sting was probably 250 and ripped and looked tiny. How long does it take for Fox News and left-wing media to make it about race? Yeah, probably. I'll see on Gutfeld. That would be funny if I got on Gutfeld finally and that was the topic. The panel would be me, Tyrus, and Gino. We know where Gino would fall. Hey-o. So, yeah, I'm sure some good lawyers are probably messaging the guy in the hospital right now. Well, it'll be interesting. I mean, it's, you know, I mean, you know, it's all on tape, so it's not a good thing to have on tape. I mean, knowing lawyers like I know them, you know, some shady lawyer will be like, oh man, he's got a concussion. He didn't know what he was doing. So this will be fun to watch. you know, I don't recall many incidents like that. I mean, really, the only incident where, and it's funny, I was talking about this incident today, is that the jobber incident when Sid and Dan Spivey were a tag team called the Skyscrapers, and they were battling this guy Mike Blackwell, and I forget the other guy's name. And I think that the match was in Mike Blackwell's hometown, so he thought it would be a good idea to not sell for Sid and Dan Spivey. That was a big mistake. He didn't sell, and he would get up after Sid and Dan Spivey would hit him. He'd try and get in some offense. And if you know anything about pro wrestling, especially back then, if you were a jobber, you just did the job. You know, you take your beating, you go in the back, and you probably go on the road with these guys, and you job to them in every city, but you probably get some pussy out of it, a couple bucks, and then you could have a nice career as a jobber. Mike Black, Mike Black would be a good manager. So I'd say about 25% into this match where Mike Blackwell's not selling, they throw the other guy out of the ring. And Theodore Long is the manager. You could tell that either Sid, Dan Spivey, or Teddy Long, or maybe all three, told the fat guy, don't get back in the ring. We don't have a problem with you. And they start hitting this guy for real. And Sid Vicious, let's see if we can pull that up. No, we're not a clip stream, but, we're just having fun tonight. Let's see. Mike Blackwell. Hold on here. If we get caught, we get caught. I'll take one copyright strike. I never get them anyway, so. Mike Blackwell versus the Skyscrapers. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is 2 minutes and 2 seconds. So here we go. So I believe this is in, does it say where it was? Okay, this is like, Avalanche was the fat guy's name. So here we go. So this is the jobber incident. And look, we'll make it big here. Let me get my water bottle out of the way. I'm a fucking professional. I'm a pro. Okay, there we go.
This match is a tag team match. Featuring to my right, the team from out of the mountains of Colorado, the Avalanche, and Mike Blackwell.
Look at this fucking guy.
The team that comes from the city of Metropolis, with their manager, Teddy Long. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the Skyscrapers. Skyscrapers making their way to the ring. We heard those pre-recorded comments from Theodore R. Long.
No, I mean, look at that. That's a prime Sid, man. Look how fucking big he is. He's probably about 300 pounds right there. And jacked. See, he's not selling. Gets up right away. Now this is when they start beating the shit out of him.
And the Avalanche just went tumbling down as does
Oh.
And they're not through here yet. This is breaking. They're trying to hurt this guy. I mean, they are. Well, let's get out of here. This is disgusting. There's no reason for this. We'll be back.
Oh.
Hi, Joji.
Whoa, whoa. I don't know what that was. A. Thompson gifting another membership. You know what that means, Mr. Thompson. You get the beat. You get the beat. That's the gifted membership ray gun. So, yeah. Can you imagine? Now, I don't believe to this day Mike Blackwell has ever been interviewed about that incident. I would love to get him on just to go, bro, what were you thinking? A prime Sid and Dan. Let's see how big Dan Spivey was. I mean, he had to be a big boy himself because he didn't look that much smaller than Sid. I mean, Sid was more muscular. All right. Dan Spivey. Let's see. 6'7", 290 pounds. Interesting. 6'7", 290. Now let's see how big Sid was. Let's see what league that was in. All Japan. I mean, he got around. So this is 1989. So let's see how big Sid Vicious was. Sid was 6'9", 317 pounds. Those are some big boys. That's a fact, Jack. So let's see how big Mike Blackwell was. Mike Blackwell, wrestler. I wonder if he even has a Wikipedia page. Wow, you know, I don't think he has a Wikipedia. Oh, here we go. Okay, he doesn't even have a Wikipedia page. Yikes. I mean, Mike Blackwell looked to be about 6'2", 250. And who knows about Avalanche. So that's one of the bigger tag teams for sure. So this has been the Wrestling Sunday edition. We're just delving into old clips. You know, we went on a nice dog walk earlier in the stream. And then we got into some Raha Jackson. You know, I that's the first time I've ever watched that Raha Jackson stuff. So we'll go about another 10 minutes, guys. Because it's already almost 2 in the morning here in Los Angeles. So I hope you guys are having fun. And, you know, we'll stream again tomorrow. We'll have some new shorts out this week. Trying to get, we're going to crack that algorithm one way or the other. Yeah, Sid was, I mean, even when he came back in WWE for the Legends Night, he was still probably 250 pounds and pretty jacked for a guy in his, I'll guess, late 50s. And they say Dan Spivey was one of the tougher wrestlers, you know, legit tough guy wrestlers. You know, when you hear what wrestlers would you not want to fight for real, you usually hear Haku first, 100% Shandy. And no, we're not walking in the chocolate neighborhood. Fuck that. You couldn't pay me enough to do that. And then Dan Spivey is usually mentioned amongst the tougher wrestlers. So maybe I'll try and track down Mike Blackwell. I mean, he might be dead, you know. I mean, to not have a Wikipedia page, that's not a good sign. Woo, it's getting hot again. So, now I won't be at the Comedy Store this Saturday night because I'm going with the sound man, Danny Dangerous, to see Stephen Piercy and Warren DeMartini play Rat songs. And you think about it, those are really the two most important guys in Rat. It's the voice of Rat and the guitar tone of Rat. And but the rest of the band is Carlos Cavazo on rhythm guitar. Oh, maybe it is just me. Matt Thorne on bass, and the great Blas Elias from Slaughter on drums. So it's a good band. And but hopefully I get a spot on another night at the Comedy Store. And if I don't, you know, take a week off, I guess. Did you bring up the Shuley Network at Take Back the Night gig? I did not bring up Shuley last night to the Vagos. Although, you know, it's an intimidating group. I think I was on the Shuley Network for 3 episodes of the Miserable Men stream with Shuley, Levy, and Mike Morris. And I think I messaged Shuley after the 3rd one, going, bro, I got nothing. I'm gassed out on Stuttering John. And that's 3 episodes. And I was like, I don't know how they've done it for 2.5 years. I don't know what Alien Earth is, to be honest with you. Yeah, I love those Shane Douglas. You know, Shane is pretty well spoken. You know, kind of the opposite of his character, at least in ECW, where he was kind of known as a rogue outlaw. Really one of the few wrestlers of that time period to talk shit about Ric Flair. I mean, not many people did that. So I like that. Piercy and DeMartini are playing the Grove in Anaheim, Grove Theater. I think I was there a long time ago to see Lizzie Borden or Thin Lizzy, one of those bands. I don't know. Maybe it was both. I don't know why, because I don't really like either band. But I haven't been to the Grove since then. I don't really go to Anaheim to see too many shows. It's just such a haul to get out there. I think the last few times I've been to Anaheim was to see Steel Panther play the House of Blues, and it was packed. I mean, you couldn't have fit anyone else in this place. And I think the last time I saw a show in Anaheim, maybe about 2 years ago, I saw Bowling for Soup. So that was fun. We'll go another 5 more minutes, guys. Hit the like and subscribe button. And this is a good way to start off the week. I'm just about to go to bed. Some of you are just waking up to go to work on Monday. Who's PCMB? I missed the return of Dante. Nobody did. I do kind of think it's cool that, Polly I think it's once a month is alumni night at the Comedy Store, so it's comics who'll never get a spot at the store again. They get spots. Has LeBron James put Raja's name on his jersey yet? We don't do the racial stuff in here, William. You're gonna have to go to Gino Bisconte's stream for that question. Hey, what was the reason for the House of Blues on Sunset closing? I'm going to assume it has something to do with what's there now, the Pendry hotel and condo. I don't even know what you would call complex, I guess. I mean, if you're familiar with where the House of Blues on Sunset was, no, I'm not saying it was racial, but it's you know it. I'm not saying anything bad about you, William. I'm just saying I don't do the Newport questions in here. If you're familiar with how many open micers going to try and grift off Reggie Carroll passing, I don't even know who Reggie Carroll was, to be honest with you. Earl, you never heard of the band Foxy Shazam? I've heard of them. I don't think I've listened to them. But if you're familiar with the where the House of Blues was, right across the street from the Comedy Store, it is now this massive condo hotel complex where it goes from Sunset all the way down Fountain, the whole length of Olive, which is the street that goes north-south. And I believe the top condo for sale, the penthouse condo for sale, is something like $10 million. So I've heard of them, Kip. I've just never listened to them. And I think that even the smaller condos are like $2 to $3 million. And I think the homeowners are something crazy. Like I pay $594 for my homeowners, and I think the homeowners at the Pendry, it's something like $3,500, $4,000. I mean, that's not your mortgage. That's the homeowners. But if you're buying a $10 million condo, you probably got $4,000 lying around for the homeowners. Whoa. Whoa. Yes, LA is bonkers. Look at that baby. Yeah, you know the deal, JJ. Look how cute she is. Good night, Shandy girl. We got another minute left in the stream. Yeah, I mean, the cough, you guys know the deal. There's nothing I can do about that. I mean, well, it is 2 in the morning there. Yes. Look at those eyes. All right, she's going to get some water. And then she's going to go back to bed. So, thank you guys. This has been a small but mighty stream. And, yeah, I mean, it's, the trachea is partially collapsed. And You know, she's 15. You know, I don't. Truth is, if you told me she was 16, I wouldn't argue with you. So, you know, she's doing pretty good. TB, that's a fact, Jack. But that's about it for tonight, guys. I appreciate you guys. Check out the Underverse. Contact Kip Smith for information on the Underverse. Yeah, Lois is the real deal. I mean, she's definitely the dog of the dabble. But I'm not in the dabble, so, you know, she's just the favorite dog of the streams. Thank you, Just Jenna. Thank you to Kip Smith, as always, for moderating along with Just Jenna. I haven't seen Flat Cat Jessica in a minute. Is she getting in on the Felicia Karmic X game? Am I losing people to that? I do not see a good ending for that. I mean, I don't like to talk about the Dabbleverse, but that is not going to end well. And that's going to provide about 12 streams content for the next couple months. So, I know. I love you guys. Earl Skakel, over and out.